We can hear you, but you're really stiff, like you're glitching. Okay, that's good. Okay, all right. Hey, you gotta love this. 2 nights in a row of glitches. Let's see here what happens. Kim, are you still there?
I think so.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Well, why don't you back up a paragraph, Kim?
All
Take it
right.
from there. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. So I was just saying that for me, this quote, "Hope is the only thing stronger than fear," is powerful because personally lately, I have definitely been holding on to just the fear of the future, fear of missing out. But knowing that God is the true hope, that confident hope over the fear is just really powerful. And I think that we need to hold tight to that confident hope. We need to be patient. We need to never stop praying, because if we believe in Jesus, we have the hope of the world on our side. And I'll just end with this. Yesterday, I was really encouraged from a conversation I had with someone. And throughout the conversation, it was like she was just so positive. It was a conversation where everything negative that she might be feeling or experiencing, she was countering it with but I have been doing this to help, or but I have been using this time to do this, or I've been seeing how God is working in my life right now. And then she added in, I've been listening to worship music whenever I can. And for me, it was really a reality check. And it's such a practical example of how Jesus is our hope. And yes, we may be experiencing these things we've never experienced before, but because we have Jesus in our life, because of what Jesus has done for us, we can so naturally experience the hope that only He can give. And it just felt like God was saying, "Okay, Kim, you need to flip that switch from fear to hope. You need to flip the switch from negativity to positivity. Because if you don't, you're going to lose out on the confident hope that you can experience through me and in me." And so as I was driving to Salmon Arm yesterday, I just blasted the worship music as loud as I can. And I don't know if you guys do that, but you need to try it. And it was so loud, I just sang my heart out. And at the end of it, I just felt this hope. I felt this joy. And I felt like that switch kind of just flipped. That despite everything, I could feel a peace. And so I want to encourage you guys to do just that. Counter the negative with the positive. Blast the worship music. Sing your heart out. Take time to readjust your thoughts and focus on Jesus, because He is our confident hope. Be patient. Keep on praying, especially in those moments where we might not feel as hopeful. And that's it.
So, Kim, you're saying that our hope is a person. It's
yes,
Jesus.
Jesus.
It's Jesus. And I like what you said there when you mentioned, and I wrote it down, that if we believe in Jesus, we have the hope of the world on our side. And I got to tell you, you're so right, because I'm just like you and like anybody else. I don't feel my faith all the time. Jermico, can you come up on the screen there, bud? And
yep, I'm here.
Hi, Jermico. And I was just telling Jermico when he called me on Skype here to get Hope at 7 rolling. I was just watching Michael Louis Smith. He was doing a worship thing in his barn by himself, live for everybody. And I just sat there and just listened to his piano work. And in between, he was reading scripture. And between the scripture and the worship music, I felt my hope coming back, my faith coming back. And I think that's the thing, is like we got to fuel our faith with worship, like you were talking about, and with scripture. And it's amazing how like the negativity can just creep in subtly. You guys notice that? And it's subtle. Like you don't even realize that you're being negative. And then all of a sudden, I'm kind of in a spiral downward, right? Like, and I found myself getting that way just the other morning, just from the weather.
Yeah.
When it wasn't the way I wanted. Jerm, what kind of worship music do do you like to listen in the car? Do you listen in the morning when you, like Kim was mentioning, the worship really made a difference in her life?
Yeah, when I was in the car, I would listen to it a lot in the car. I find myself now just like sometimes I walk to the hub, and that's what I got blaring in my ears is worship music, and that kind of gets me prepped for the day.
Yeah. Oh, Sandra says that's how she connects with God in the morning while she's getting ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
She wakes up and she just puts K-Love radio on there, and there's just the worship music that she's listening to while she's putting on her mascara. And the worship music in the air, I mean, they've proven that music is energy. Okay, it's acoustical energy. So now think about that. It's like when you listen to fanfare music in a good movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it works with the scene, and you feel something, right? And I now take that acoustical energy and add God to it. I think that's why worship music's so powerful. And yeah, that's a really good point, Kim. And so rejoice in our confident hope, who is Jesus. That's the point, right? Our confident hope isn't in JT or Don or DT, okay? Or the Serb. Be patient in trouble. For me, that's hard. I'm not a patient person.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've noticed with myself is I'm patient with people. I'm not patient in circumstances. So I find it pretty easy. I default to mercy, and I'm patient with human beings. But when it comes to waiting on something, it's not my cup of tea. Oh, yeah. So be patient. Everybody write down Romans 12:12 on a Post-it note this week and put it on your mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble, and keep on praying. So, Kim, how do you like to pray? What's your style?
Lately I just pray, but I prefer to journal it.
You like to journal?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You like to write down your prayers. Do you do it in a book?
Yeah, just in a journal.
Well, with a pen, yeah.
Yeah.
I write. I have PenZoo. It's an online journal. I open it up and interact with that because I can get a lot more writing done. My hand gets tired from writing because I'm lazy. Jerem, what's your style of praying? What do you like to do to pray?
A horrible revelation from me. I am not the best at praying, and so I find myself in little pockets throughout the day just praying. But it's not something that it's something that I have to work at, and I know that I have to work at it.
So I think we got to remember when Paul says pray without ceasing. Mm-hmm. He's not saying it's one and done. So there's nothing wrong with talking to God all day long either.
For sure.
One guy said if you don't look for God in the morning, you probably won't see him all day. But I think that we need to take a little time to connect with God, worship music, the Word, reading the Bible, praying. But when Paul says pray without ceasing, because he says here in this verse, keep on praying.
Yeah.
So, I heard another guy the other day, and he said, we think it's one and done. And so, God's not answering my prayer, but have we been persistent, right? Because Jesus says, keep on asking, they didn't make the railway in Canada in a day. They had to chip away at a lot of rock and keep chipping and chipping and chipping and chipping because Canada's got a lot of rock. I've driven through it. I know that. So, yeah. Good word tonight, Kim. So what's going on for church tomorrow, Jericho? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, it's Sunday tomorrow. I think we're gonna.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna be online, and I think what we're gonna do, which is our new thing, is church in 35, which is gonna be revolutionary, especially when Bob preaches for almost an hour. So we're gonna do a whole service in 35 minutes because we know how much folks value just being out and about in nature and being with family, and so we want to get you your church time in 35 minutes.
There you go. One thing that I will say is we've been trying to listen to experts, and they're all saying get your online church services down to like a half hour if you can to kind of keep people. I will say this: don't get out of the habit of making Sunday special with your family.
Absolutely.
Gather the family around at 10 a.m. Tomorrow should be easier. It's going to be raining. So get the family together for church, and we will try and keep it. We will keep it under 35. We will even aim for a half an hour.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tweet this quote from Kim because I thought it was excellent, and I think it's a great takeaway even for tomorrow, is that God is still at work in everything. And so in our times when we're together at worship, and then even the times after, God is at work in every single moment of that. And so, yeah, it'll be amazing.
Good stuff. Awesome. And you guys ever heard of a singer named Aaron Schust?
Yeah.
He's got a hit. You'd probably remember.
Oh,
Tim.
yeah.
My God, he is. My God, he lives. You wrote that one. It was a big hit. He's got a great song. I knew Kim was talking about hope tonight, and the song is called "My Hope Is in You." And the music video by Aaron Schust is going to be on my Facebook wall right away here. And so everybody go watch "My Hope Is in You." It's not in anything else but Jesus. And so watch that video, and it'll give you some tangible hope in the real person of Jesus and the hope that we have in him. And we will see you all at church tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks, Kim.
See ya.
Thanks,
Jermico. God bless you guys. Have a good sleep tonight. I'll be praying for your sermon tomorrow with Germ.
Thanks, man.
Okay. God bless, guys. Good night.